DanDaDan recently came out with another episode, and bro, we got some elite hands being thrown. Yes! I'm telling y'all, bro, on everything I love, this series just keeps getting better and better. But without wasting any more time, let's get into it and talk about this fight scene, because this shit is absolute cinema. But real quick, I'm gonna hit y'all with some context on how Gigi became the Evil Eye. So at the start of episode 2, Gigi is still trying to keep Momo and Okarun from being emo and offing themselves, which is when he starts to realize that the reason they be acting up and shit is because of this wobbly wiggly ass worm. And right here was when Gigi was putting the entire crew on his back. Quite literally, this man was carrying 2 of them plus Turbo Granny in order to evade this giant ass worm, while simultaneously trying to restrain them from being able to do anything to hurt themselves. And dog, this dude is a straight tank. That's 150 extra pounds of weight at least that he's carrying, and he is still moving like nothing is weighing him down. But then Gigi ends up tripping down a staircase, and he tries to stop Momo and Okarun from pulling a Kermit the Frog. But then the worm pops out, and as soon as Gigi looked at it, he was like, shit, I'm cooked. But this is when the ugly ass Evil Eye pulls up, and I don't know what's worse, bro. This creepy ass turnaround that he does towards Gigi and the gang, or the fact that his barber needs to be fired ASAP. Like, bro, this shit is atrocious. And this is when Momo and Okarun finally regain full consciousness. In a nutshell, the Evil Eye and the worm both had the same aura of causing people to off themselves, so when the Evil Eye showed up, it basically canceled out the effects. So the first chance he got, Okarun tries to sever the head of the worm by jumping straight through it, but he just ends up blasting off like Team Rocket, and the worm ends up regenerating. So Gigi and Momo get to step in, and while trying to escape, Gigi ends up making direct eye contact with the Evil Eye. And this is where Gigi gets to see the Evil Eye's backstory and how it ended up being a yokai. And this shit was genuinely sickening. This yokai was originally sacrificed by the Keto family way back then, and because of his hatred for humans due to the Keto family treating him like trash, his power caused families that lived in this house to unalive themselves, and the children who were left behind ended up being sacrificed, and he couldn't do anything about it but watch the same fate he suffered be done to a bunch of other kids. And it just puts into perspective just how long this family was doing this for and how fucked up it really is. So naturally, Gigi was like, damn, I feel you, twin, and went to find its original body. After finding him, Gigi accepted him and told him that he would hang out with bro as much as he wanted, which opened the gateway for the Evil Eye to take over his body. And right here is when Gigi started straight tweaking. Bro was like Kendrick in a hotel room, completely losing his shit. At the same time, the worm's goopy shit melted through the building and was about to eat these motherfuckers. But then, bro started to turn up and proceeded to kick this shit out of this worm. However, it wasn't Gigi that caused this shit, but the Evil Eye who had taken over and was in full control. And this dude Evil Eye was a straight crash out. Now that he had full control over Gigi's body, he wanted to kill every single person he saw, starting with Momo. He straight up bodied her, and he for real said, fuck the huz, the chuz, the bruz, anybody can catch these hands. Suddenly the worm popped up and was ready to spin back and fire some lightning at him like he Pikachu. And dog, the Evil Eye low-key got some crazy abilities and cars up his sleeve. He formed a barrier using the souls of those who were murdered in the house and blocked that shit. Bro for real said, not in my house, and then shaped the souls into a soccer ball and started kicking it at high speeds towards this worm like it was a fucking gun. Like, bro, am I watching DanDaDan or Blue Lock? He wanna be a Soggy so bad, bro. I'm dead. And because the worm was getting absolutely cooked, the worm straight up dipped and was like, bro, you got me fucked up if you think I'm staying to fight your overpowered ass. Shit, I would get scared too if I got kicked by some guy that looked like he a crackhead straight out the Chicago train lines. But as soon as the worm dipped, he turned right back to Momo and Chris breezied her ass. And bro was about to put this ball straight into Momo's skull. But that's when the GOAT Okarun made his last second entrance. He pulled up and blocked this shit like his name Wemby. Straight up aura farming in front of Momo. And this dude was pissed. He was not gonna let nobody slide after putting their hands on his girl. But first he needed to get her out of harm's way so he could take care of Gigi and Evil Eye without worrying about her. So after he runs away and launches Momo out of the pit, he puts all of his focus on Evil Eye and getting back for Momo's sake. And ooh, baby back ribs, was this shit good. So Okarun is running from the Evil Eye's bouncy ass ball and weaving his shit effortlessly. But the Evil Eye was not letting up and giving him a chance to make a single move. Because of Gigi's buff ass physique, it allowed the Evil Eye to be fast and hit hard as fuck. And Okarun could only run and weave for so long before he had to throw some hands. And bro, in the first half of this fight, Okarun was low-key getting bitched. The Evil Eye punched and shattered his mask, and dog, this how you know you got a motherfucker tired as shit. He got bro on all fours pantsing his shit. Hey yo. And Evil Eye was not having any of this shit. He was for real like, alright bro, time to wrap this up quick. And this is when he started playing Fortnite and full boxed Okarun. Bro for real trapped him inside the box of doom and despair. And Okarun for real had no way of getting out. The Evil Eye then nonchalantly walks in and was planning to just start rocking his shit. Because Okarun got nowhere to run now, he hit Okarun straight to the noggin and just started going crazy saying some I'm right. And the Evil Eye was genuinely enjoying this shit, being like, shit, this feel good. After I'm done with you, I'm going after your bitch and I'ma torture the shit out of her. However, this was a very poor choice of words by him. This shit is the equivalent of Klay Thompson saying that LeBron got his feelings hurt after going up 3-1 against him in the finals. And y'all know how that shit ended. And saying all that crazy shit to Okarun might as well be stealing a death sentence for yourself. Because after saying that, it caused Okarun to get a power up knowing that he gotta save his fine shit. He for real sat up in his chair and instantly locked in. He grabbed onto the Evil Eye's face and was like, motherfucker, there were 3 things you shouldn't have done, but you went and did them anyway. First, you hurt Momo. Ain't nobody touching my girl. And second, you fuck with Gigi, and I ain't letting that shit slide. And Okarun finally put some of his training to use and pulled some of the craziest shit I ever seen in this series. Okarun hit him with the I'm going all out. He weaved the Evil Eye's kick and countered by spamming a move more than motherfucker spamming PK Fire and Smash. He kept jumping up and down rapidly while hitting this motherfucker against the top of his own barrier. And the crazy part, he was counting all the reps he was doing all the way up to 20. And bro, imagine fighting some motherfucker and they call out the amount of times you're getting comboed and wallywhopped. I would genuinely just give up. Like, Okarun, yeah, you got that shit, bro. And after 20 hits, the Evil Eye thought shit was sweet and it was his turn and tried going in the swing. But Okarun shut that shit down immediately. Okarun for real started beating the shit out of bro by doing gym reps. Motherfucker hit him with another spam of 20, and then another 20, and then another 20, and then another 20. Bro did 5 sets of 20 on his ass, and on the last set of 20, he broke through his shit. Motherfucker for real spammed one move and he won. And after he won, he says and the third thing you shouldn't have done was piss me off. Low-key cold as fuck for that. That's genuine goat shit right there. Meanwhile, on the surface, Momo is dealing with a whole lot of bullshit. Since the moment she got out of the pit, she was trying to figure out ways in order to rescue Okarun and Gigi, and she tried using curtain sheets to make a little makeshift rope, but it wasn't even close to being long enough for them to get back up. Her next plan was to set the house on fire in order to garner attention to her and get people who could help them out. But the worm ends up coming back to the surface, which she ended up drying up and killing by using the sun. But now she gotta deal with a whole ass volcano. Like, bro, she can't catch a fucking break, dog. Anyways, that's where we are caught up to the anime right now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. We out this one.